All right, gang, welcome back. Silent Wake 5 back with another video demonstration for you today. Although we're looking at some screen paints here, it's not really the focus of the video. It's just an excuse to do sort of an overhand review of my new Epson 5030UB. Now this is a discontinued model. It's a 1080p model that Epson ran some years back, especially during the 2015, 2016 era, somewhere around in there, very close to what I had with the JVC. But I found a good deal on this particular Epson, and I put a brand new air filter and a brand new bulb in. I do have a genuine Epson lamp that is at half-life that I can use as a backup in case anything ever happens, but I wanted to start fresh with this guy here. Okay, so happy to show this off. Happy to replace it downstairs, looking for something just a tad bit brighter than the JVC. The JVC is kind of an old gal, and she's gonna take a little bit of a break, and maybe I can use it on some other demonstrations, maybe. But wanted to show the Yondu Black side today, and I cannot find my Yondu screen anywhere. I've checked all my closets, I've checked downstairs. I don't know what I did with it. So I'm stuck with this panel that I painted kind of a hobby mix a long while back. I don't even know what I mixed. It's sort of close to the Black Noir, but not quite. It's a little bit different, and it's got a little bit more metallic and mica mixed in it. And you can kind of see that resembled here on screen because it looks kind of like bright and almost kind of lifted, like the blacks are lifted a little bit. But in comparison to Black Phantom, that is the panel that I painted with the last of my sample that I had from Danny way back when he sent me some from the original Black Phantom order that he had made, or that somebody in his family made on his behalf. And I did a video a long while back talking about how a novice like me can outperform Kenneth Bird, but really just to nail in a point that you can do probably a better job on your own. Do I recommend doing this? No, not really. I mean, you can try, you can mix and experiment with mica and some metallics and things of that nature. Is it worth it? Probably not. You're probably better off with a standard screen or something like the Yondu or something from Partey or something like that over doing your own hobby mix. Just a no fuss, no messing around, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, get it done and get something rolling. So I intended to do the black side of the Yondu, can't find it, but we can still illustrate the point that Kenneth Bird from Black Series Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology Screens, and whatever the company name is now, whatever new pants that he calls the company now. But the fact of the matter is that the pants are still covering up the same crusty legs, represented here by Black Phantom. It's still the same methodology. It's still the same approach to mixing. It's still the same results. And if somebody like me, who is not a mixer and only has limited knowledge on the mixing scene in terms of actually putting something together, can outperform and produce brighter imagery and more acceptable imagery, more accurate imagery than what Kenneth Bird can do, then you can probably do the same thing. We're seeing that here on the screen now. You can just honestly tell that his image on his sample there on the screen is darker, it's muddier, it's, you know, it's not accurate. I can actually in person see a bit of a tannish tinge there from Black Phantom. So I'll go to something else here. You kind of see what we're working with here. We can go to, let's just say some more colors, I guess, to show you the difference in color accuracy, skin tones. Pay attention to those whites on the Olay thing there. You can just see a difference, right? And this is just something that I whipped together. This is not an official product. It's close to the Black Noir, but not quite. It's got, you know, it's got a lot more mess in there. I wouldn't recommend it, but again, we're just illustrating the point that Kenneth Bird's been in this business for how many years? 13, 14, going on 15 years, whatever it is. And the man can only do so much with the way that he approaches this screens, right? He can only do so much. He's not doing enough. He's not innovative enough. He's not talented enough. He can put that all on God all he wants, as a gift, as an anointment, or whatever you want to throw, whatever narrative you want to throw on it. It's still the same result. And as many products as I've seen from Kenneth Bird over the years, I see the same results. The only time I've seen stuff slightly change is when he tried to put more metallic and made more of a specular screen that looked like crap from the off-axis view and hot-spotted from the direct view, like right in front. And that was what, the Cinema series? I don't know. He put so many names I can't keep up. The Quasar, the Dark Star, the Black Web. I don't know what he's making over there, and I don't care. But the point is that there are better options. You're better off doing it this way if you got to do it anyway at all. You're better off with the Yondu screen that's only going to cost you $30 and has two sides that you can try and use to your discretion as the viewer. You can buy a screen paint from the PSP lineup from Partey. You can ask somebody who's knowledgeable about screen paints if you want to go gray, like Crow 1176, our Phantom HD. Very knowledgeable guys in the screen paint mixing hobbyist arena there, and I've looked at both of their mixes, and they're both quite well, both perform well. So, and I use Vega downstairs in my home theater room. So, you're better off, and you're with money, you're better off with performance, you're better off with the hassle-free kind of situation, because if you don't like Kenneth Bird's product, you're gonna have to deal with a whole line of bullshit that comes along with dealing with a Kenneth Bird type of character, who's nothing more than a street scammer, trying to show you flashy, watches under a coat. Look what I got here, but it's all fake, it's all a facade, it's all phony. And that's what we're trying to get across here, to save you your time, which is irreplaceable, save you your money that you worked hard for, and to save you a lot of trouble and a lot of explaining when you're trying to put together a room and invest in something like a projection system to enjoy with your family and friends. That's why you invest in something like this. So, with that being said, you can see for yourself that the message that I've always brought to the table when talking about Kenneth Bird has always been consistent. You're better off with other options, because really there is no talent there to be had. If I can outperform him now on something I don't even remember what I put in this son of a bitch, then what do you think the new stuff is? There's no comparison, because it's literally practically the same thing. He doesn't even keep track of his measurements. So we don't know what you're going to end up with at the end of the day, okay? So give the Yondu a try. Contact Partey if you want to go paint. Buy a standard white screen and put it in a dedicated room. You'll be better off and with hassle-free kind of situation. It's that simple, guys. And with that being said, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to enjoy my new projector downstairs in my dedicated home theater room. And, gosh darn it, I wish I could have found the Yondu screen. I have no idea what I did with that thing. But if I do find it, I will make an effort to do a proper demonstration with the Epson and or the JVC with the black side in this environment, and we will give it a shot, okay? That's my promise. If I can find it, I don't know what I did with it, but if I can find it, I will do it, and I'll be back. Guys, I hope everybody out there is doing well, feeling good, and achieving their goals for the year. Positivity first. Spend time with your family and friends. Think with a positive mindset. Don't spiral out of control on things that will distract you, hold you down, hold you back. You can do it. You are worth it. And with that being said, guys, God bless. We will catch you next time. Silent Wake 5 signing off for now. Check you guys later.